Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Trails from Zero Part 44. In the last video, we started off Chapter 3 in the anniversary, or the Crossbell Anniversary Festival. We then spent a little bit of time running around, talking to people, checking out the city during the festival. We also got a bunch of support requests to do. We accepted the illegally parked car quest, and I also want to go accept this thing. That's a Bellguard Gate. Maybe we won't do that immediately. Bellguard is the left one, right? Yeah, we actually haven't gone to Bellguard Gate now that I think about it. Yeah, because I've been to the West Crossbell Highway to fight the monster for that one quest off screen, but I didn't actually go all the way to Bellguard Gate. I don't even know if we could have actually gone there, but I just fought the monster and left. It was like halfway through, or about halfway. Well, if it isn't my best friends. I love you guys so much. That scoop earlier was exactly what I was looking for. I know I can always count on the valiant SSS. Somebody's in a good mood. You do realize our job isn't to provide you with stories, right? The situation was quite messy, but I'm a little relieved that the article is primarily sympathetic towards grandfather's struggles. Well, I'm kind of barred from writing pieces on the Imperial faction, so it wouldn't be fair if I only criticized Mayor McDowell, right? And besides, your grandfather's popularity with citizens is off the chart. Heck, I like the old guy myself. I might be disqualified from saying this, considering I'm a reporter, but I really try to cut the guy some slack, you know? So, you straight up can't report on the Imperial faction, and then you're like, oh, well, I can't, like, be too harsh on the mayor. Like, don't even report about local politics, lady. You're like, there's no point. I'm not saying that you know, that he deserves to be raked over the coals or anything, but it just seems a little odd to straight up admit that, like, we're not going to be harsh on the mayor. And also, like, you straight up can't report on the Imperial faction. Like, that's fucked up. Because, I mean, I guess they said that they're the ruling faction right now, or not the ruling faction, but the majority party. Like, can you just not report on, like, any politics at all, or is it just the Republican faction that you can report on? Yo, can we go see Ellie's house? We actually can. I guess it's not like her house, but... Lady Ellie, please forgive me for I've held the wrong impression this whole time. What do you mean? Has something happened? The special support section is a wonderful career choice. I deeply apologize for ever doubting that fact. I now understand that you are an elite group that possesses more authority than the First Division. Your accomplishments tell as much. Please forgive me for maintaining this embarrassing misconception. Laying on the compliments a bit thick there, eh? Oh dear, Johanna seems to be slightly confused in regard to how we operate. No, she's right. She's 100% correct. We are the greatest, and the First Division sucks eggs. It appears that the master has finally regained his strength. Oh, you're Helmer. Preparing those healthy dishes seems to have helped him make a swift recovery, and with that, I would appreciate if he wouldn't overwork himself. Being the mayor is not an easy job. What's the picture? Can't tell if it's anything, like, actually important, or if it's just a random... It looks like somebody holding an apple. Or, like, a wine glass. Even a cat can do it. How to prepare a delicious cake is on the shelf. Oh. Well, thank you. I appreciate it, mysterious bookshelf. Who seems... Come on. Make us a great cake, Ellie. Can Tio make a cake? Okay, she can make a cake. But, like, make a super cake, please. A pure cut cake. That's not bad. Now, what was it called? Pure cut cake? Yo, dog, that's pretty good. 50% heal plus some arts or whatever it was, and accuracy. I mean, accuracy's a little, like, whatever, but... I do really enjoy not missing, so... But granted, status effects only last for 3 turns, so it's not like it's a long-lasting solution. May I purchase some gelato, mother? I wish to receive my allowance. Wow, that's a fucking sentence I've never said in my life. My husband told me I should relax and go look around the festival with little Sunita. Words like that will win you over in a lady's heart with ease. That's why he's my husband. It's hard to reject a tempting offer like that. Tempting offer. Yeah, just like go fucking enjoy yourself. Yeah, that's a real tempting offer. Boy, sure wish I could just go do a festival and not have to worry about expenses. Still cannot talk to Representative Campbell. What are the Haywars up to? Any blood sacrifices going on? Hello, everyone. Are you working out right now? Are you working right now? Yeah, we're not working out, unfortunately. I'm sure it must be difficult, but I hope you continue to keep up the good work. Anyway, we're on our way out to have some fun. Hope you enjoy yourselves. Going together as a family is the definitive experience. Don't mind us. Go out there and enjoy yourselves. That we shall do, my friends. Colin is young, so I think we'll only make a single trip around the city. It's still for Mom, Colin. I can't dress you to keep swarming around, okay? Ice cream for ice cream. Yeah, I know you want to get some ice cream snookums, but shall we go and look for a stall then? Let's go. Okay, you say the same thing. Alrighty. Can we, like, steal their bread? I'm on to you. I'm on to you, sir. And madam. Kid, you're okay. You're fine. I got no beef with you, Colin. Hurry up, Granny. We gotta get moving. Jeez, Honor, you're such a slowpoke. Hurry up and get ready already. What's up? Oh, you're all here. What's up? I'm getting ready to go out with my family right now. Granny's usually a bit more strict, but she gives me spending money for the festival. Today's definitely going to be fun. I'm trying to think, is there anyone else? I mean, really the only other major places we should check out are, No, wait, is mine's... That's the north. How do I get to the west exit? Oh, yeah, I think that's from the... West Street. That makes sense, yeah. I mean, I kind of want it, but... I want to hear the mayor's opening speech. I went to hear the... wait, what'd you say? Yeah, I went to hear it. Mayor McDowell's already pushing past 70, isn't he? He doesn't seem fazed by that, his recent accident. Yo, Lloyd! We've been working like dogs because of the festival. We're selling thrice the volume of bread compared to the normal day. I was worried that McDowell getting hurt would affect business, but I guess you just can't kill the love for bread. Indeed, you cannot kill the love for bread. Oh my god. 2,500 HP for... That's pretty good. For 1,200? I mean, that's like a... I mean, I guess it's about the same as a tier bomb, like proportional money per HP. How do I get you, Mr. Chest? Oh, I wonder if that's like the exit from the Geofront. Like from the alternate Geofront entrance, because we didn't fully explore the sewers. I guess we could, go talk to Freckles, whatever his name is. Okay, so how do we check? You are EW31. Also, this music is new. Actually, I don't know, because when I came over here off screen for that quest, I didn't have the volume turned on. I don't see EW310. I see EW820. Okay, so Mr. Hot Rod or Hot Wheels. Yeah, you're getting fucking destroyed. Get slapped. CZ3323. Okay, you're safe this time. CL1101. You're also safe this time. ED0028. Okay, you're also safe. So it's just the Renford company. I mean, this dude, I mean, come on, look at this car. Of course it's parked illegally. I mean, you can't tell me you're surprised by that. XP. So these enemies, so I did mention that, like, apparently, weak monsters can be one-shot, like, on the overworld, which is pretty cool, but apparently these guys aren't quite weak enough for us. You thought I missed the sparkle. Oh, there's a... I think it's a monster chest that we can't actually do, but go and check just to make sure. It is level 35. And we could probably almost go fight that level 25 near Stargazer Tower. Beast flesh? Yeah, just pick up some flesh off the side of the road, Lloyd. You fucking weirdo. I do like the music. Which, I mean, I don't even know why I say that, because I say it so fucking often. It should just go, like, a given, right? Like, I don't know if there's a single track I dislike. Feral wolf is how, because we have fought these guys before. I didn't remember fighting wolves. That's kind of why I wanted to encounter them. And also, I mean, getting some CP is good. Just for the future, in case there's any fights or something. What quest are we even doing over here in Bellguard? Important item retrieval. I think this is about as far as I got. Yeah, to the bus stop. That's where the monster was. For that one quest. We did not go any further past that, which I probably should have, but... We're probably a little, like, over-leveled for this area, but... Can we fight you? I think we can fight you. You're weak to water? Oh my god. You're gonna get absolutely destroyed. I'm sorry, sir. Oh, you don't have a Hydro Cannon anymore. Why do you... Oh, yeah, because we switched up your orbments for the tower area. I mean, you still have a good AoE. Honestly, I mean, you could just blast him with this. It's not going to do extra damage, though, so... I was kind of hoping you would, like, walk into the AoE of everyone else. Didn't quite work out like I wanted, if I'm being honest, but... You're gonna get 2 of them at least. I actually hit 3. I mean, unfortunately, we're just a little too strong for these guys, so it's not like a... They didn't really stand too much of a chance, we got 6 XP out of it. And hey, we got some Strega... whatever symbol that is. Ah, I get it. Fish prints, of course. Fish prints. What? Had I known there was such a perfect fishing spot so close to the academy, I might not have ever graduated. Oh, are we close to the academy? Oh, you gotta remember, fishing's different. Okay. Because, like, I think I mentioned, I think there's a couple of videos. I've been playing Hades in my off time. And it has a little fishing minigame, but it's based on, like, looking at the bobber instead of, like, above his head. Oh, we got an eel? I think we already have an eel, so that's not a new fishy. Yeah, so we've already... Let's try dumplings and then we'll be done. Okay, well, see ya, nerds. What's down this way? Don't think we can... I mean, let's go explore it just to see if we can go down here. The true result of the non-aggression pack is not technological exchange, but the spread of talkative treasure chests that were previously only in Liberal. Or Liberal. I think it's actually... They said it once, and it's different than how I've been pronouncing it, but it's too late for me to change it. Like, it's so ingrained in me. I've probably said the word liberal out loud more than, like, almost any other person in the world. Disappointed with the chest content, you close it. One could call this an open and shut case. Yeah, we can't go that way yet. Oh, that's the academy. Oh. Actually a little scene. The police academy is just beyond this road. I believe Lloyd enrolled at this academy to earn his detective's license. I've heard it's fully fitted with a plethora of training equipment. Yeah, not only that, but it functions as a joint training facility for the CPD and the CGF. There's a long winding path through the forest along with various training grounds just past the gate. Actually, I've never made the trip on foot before. You haven't? What's that supposed to mean? Well, I used to catch a train at the station that'd take me directly to the academy, and I trapped myself in the dorms for the following months after. I had no choice but to spend my entire time studying for the detective exam. I even had to give up my holidays. I never realized it was that difficult. Yanking my chain, right, Lloyd. That's no way for a guy to live. See, Randy knows. Like, I'm just on a one-to-one wavelength with Randy. You gotta ditch the textbooks during the weekend, my man. What better time is there to experience the nightlife at its fullest? Well, that aside. Not a big fan of the nightlife, but everything else. Me and Randy operate on a one-to-one wavelength. I believe those crude standards apply only to a certain red-headed man. I kept telling myself I couldn't return to Crossbell City until I passed the exam and earned my license. And the more I think back on it, the more childish it sounds. Yeah, a little bit of character development just from reading a sign. That's impressive. Get an idea of how big of a barrier Guy is for him to overcome. I see you there, doggos. What are you? Oh my god, they got like high evasion or something. Well, get analyzed. Touching it makes your body numb. Well, that's why we're just gonna blast you. I mean, tomatoes are nice. Those are kind of expensive. Oh, they're scared of us. I'm on the highway to Bellguard. Okay, yeah, I get it. You can't get me to sing. I'm sorry. It's essentially impossible. You material? I just want to read the dialogue, sir. Please go away. You're just a big old piece of shit. I just wanted to read the chess dialogue. For a detective, you should have returned to the scene of the crime a lot. They got us, man. I see you there, doggo. You don't want to attack me. Why are you not scared? You not see how powerful we are? Okay, they're like super fast too. Are you weak? Oh, you resist water? Oh, poor doggo can't attack. Oh, that's why you shouldn't have fucked with us, man. Why is Randy on the back now? Quit changing my formation. I like Randy right next to us because it's easier to heal. And plus, he's our best bud. Yep, that's a gate, all right. I traveled here from Erebonia on foot. If I've come this far, I don't see why I shouldn't walk over to Crossbell City. Then again, maybe it would be a bit dangerous. You've got a point. There are many monsters. Crossbellians not only have trains, but buses too. You guys sure have it easy, huh? If they only built a train station and had bus stops near my house. If they did, I'd be coming to Crossbell whenever I had the chance. Aren't you like 6? Why are all the children so independent? I just want to get a good night's rest. All these tourists coming through here has worked us to death. Wah, I have to do my job. Wah. Wait a minute. Randy, is that you? Hey man, it's been a while. It's good to see you again. I wasn't expecting you to show up here again, honestly. Well, duty calls. Take it easy, okay? What in the world is this? Huh? Was this you the other day? Let's take a little peek, shall we? Randy, is something wrong? This thing is, one of CGF's armored cars. Why is it here? On top of that, they went so far as to conceal it with this tarp. I mean, maybe they didn't want tourists to see it? They sure did a shoddy job. A tarp like that makes it clear as day it's hiding something fishy. Now that we're in Bellguard Gate, maybe we should take care of that support request. Maybe this armored car has something to do with it. I believe that request was to search for a lost item. As for the client, it was a warrant officer... I don't know, dude. Morelli? Randy, have you heard of her? Yeah, I worked alongside her back when I was in the CGF. Back then, she was still a sergeant major, but she moved up in the ranks pretty quickly. She may be busy with work, but we should try asking her about the request. Perhaps you could casually bring up the armored car if you're so interested in it. Good idea. I should hurry and move out. I don't want to miss even a second of this year's anniversary festival. Well, it's already day 2, so you've missed many seconds of it. Ooh, I think the inspection line is starting to thin out now. There's been a lot more tourists traveling on foot this year. I wonder why. If they took the train, they'd be in the city by now. Well, they are going to a festival. Maybe they think it's more exciting to change things up, even in their means of transportation. I wonder if that's, like, important? I'm trying to think, why would more people from Arabonia be, like... Can they not take the train? Is the train, like, shut down? Whenever I go on sightseeing trips, I always have to check out the local cuisine. I wonder what sort of food awaits me in Crossbell. Alright, after I finish eating, I'll have to match your enthusiasm. What's up, girly? That's pretty good. A little expensive for my taste, but... I always wanted to find a way to reinvigorate the soldiers, so I decided to hold our very own hot pot contest, but geez, the meat disappeared before I could even lay a finger on it. Manual labor really gets a girl hungry. Why don't you join in on the next hot pot contest? I can teach you how to make one if you're interested. Let's go. These are all like pretty similar expressions. Tio looks a little more pleased, so let's try her. Gorgeous hot pot. See if Lloyd can do it. Let's go. Okay, nope. Oh, we're out of miso. Well, we got one good one. A cautionary fail. That's so fucking good. Jesus. So I know what I'm buying. We're gonna make a shit ton of those probably when we get back into town. Either... Oh. That's an interesting item. I guess if you're like already almost dead, it's got no downsides. Well, except for wasting your turn, I guess. I mean, it's a nice tool to have in the arsenal. Just looking for a warrant. What was it? Warrant officer Morelia or something like that. Or Moreliel, or I have no fucking clue. What's your name, lady? Muriel? Muriel's probably it. That sounds close enough to being correct that we're gonna go with that. Oh, drat, just where to run off to. If I don't find it soon. Yo, Muriel, how's my favorite CGF soldier doing? Randy? Wait, Randy, what are you doing here? And just who are these three? Sorry about that. I'm Lloyd Bannings of the Crossville Police Department Special Support Section. We came by to ask about the support request you submitted to us. Oh, now that I think about it, Randy did mention something about a special support section. The fact that I sent that request to you has all completely slipped my mind. Must not have been that important then. I'm sure you have your work cut out for you here then, right? Classic Muriel. She puts on a serious face, but she's really not all there. Excuse me? Someone like you has no right to say that to me. Can we calm down, everyone? I know it's sudden, but would you mind explaining the request to us? We're an organization as influential as the CGF to ask us for help. I guess you must be in some real trouble. Yeah, that's correct. I'm sorry, we're a little disorganized right now. As you can see, we've accidentally misplaced something incredibly important to the gate. Normally finding it would be our top priority, but as you can see, we're running short on manpower during the anniversary festival. That's why you decided to ask for some assistance in the matter. I think I understand the situation, but what exactly are we looking for? It's the key to the armored car that the Guardian Forces just deployed. It's one of the newer models. You lost the key? A new model? I had only heard rumors about it, so it's finally been deployed? I fail to understand how you could have lost something so valuable. Let me guess. The commander? I suppose that wasn't a hard guess. It wasn't? How so? Well, it started yesterday. The commander threw an exclusive party celebrating Crossbell's 70th birthday. At said party, the commander drank more alcohol than he probably should have. And then he had one of those soldiers drive our new armored car to his party. Must have been trying to win over his guests by showing off his new shiny ride, eh? How despicable. Once the commander returned and had the car parked inside the gate, the soldier gave the key back to him, and somehow he misplaced it. Now we can't move it, and we had no choice but to tarp over it in a last-ditch effort to conceal it. I was wondering what that was doing outside. What was that? Is that really your best move? The tarp makes it look more suspicious, I think. Well, if they left the car as is, they would probably raise a lot of questions they don't wish to answer. For example, why exactly is the CGF's new heavy-duty armored car actively deployed inside the border gate? If the Imperial Army took it as a threat, I'm not sure we'd be able to reason with them. You can't be serious. At the very least, you'd like to avoid any provocation at all costs. Is this new model really all that? The armored car we were using before was pretty nice when it came to defense and mobility, if I remember right. Trust me, it is. The new model is an upgraded, more combat-oriented version of our old cars. It's equipped with Vulcan cannons, miniature missile pods, and an overhaul of its base firepower. If you inspected the CGF's entire arsenal, it would easily come out on top, no doubt about it. Gotcha. I agree with you then. Leaving that out in the open ain't a good idea. So, where exactly is that oh-so-wonderful commander right now anyways? This was his room, yeah? I'll get to all that. This morning the commander left and told us to find that blasted key while I'm gone. He also made sure to inform us that he absolutely had to use the festival's social gathering to his advantage. Sounds like him, alright. The more I hear about this commander, the less I'm eager to meet him. Anyway, we really want to move that armored car out of the public's eye ASAP. Will you please help us find the key? Absolutely. We're happy to help, Warrant Officer. Really? Thank you so much. Now, would you mind helping us retrace the commander's steps? Did he mention anything that might give us any leads? Let me think. If you'd like to hear what I was able to get out of him this morning, I'd be more than happy to share. That should suffice. When the commander returned, he had the armored car parked right inside of the gate, and he took the key from the soldier driving. Okay. Most likely due to craving a light meal and attempt to sober up. So he stopped by the mess hall and had one of the cooks make him some food. Afterwards, he waltzed up to the roof and sung his heart out for a while. And once he finished, he realized that he had no idea where the key had gone. He sounds like a proper drunk. I think it was a miracle that he made it to the rooftop at all, given his condition. What a loser. From what we just heard, we know for a fact the key was lost while he was gallivanting around the gate, and if that's the case, you shouldn't have to worry about searching anywhere other than Bellguard Gate. I agree, Ellie. Alright then, we should perform a sweep of the general area first. Who knows, we might find some clues or, with luck, the key. Warrant Officer Muriel, would you like to accompany us on our search? No, I'm sorry, I feel like I would just get in the way if I came along. In the meantime, I'll search for it by tearing apart the commander's office. Sounds good. Even in the most desperate of situations, you can always count on me. Geez, Randy, I am counting on you. We should go ahead and commence our search for the key. Let's start by checking out the armored car and its surrounding area. Jesus, that was a lot of fucking dialogue for a random quest. You know, it's only second video of the day. The voice isn't really super warmed up yet. There was definitely some vocal fatigue setting in there. Iron leggings. Am I the only one who thinks the name Bellguard is just a little on the nose? I agree. I agree. Do you lose movement? I mean, I don't know. Lloyd is kind of our tanky character, I guess. I mean, he does have the most defense by far. Granted, that's partially just because we gave him new boots, but... kind of looking. We could give you that. I mean, 7 movement is still a lot. And maybe you give the iron leggings over to maybe Tio, make her a little bit more survivable. Whoa, one wrong step and I'll fall to the bottom of the canyon. This is freaking nuts. I mean, it's a pretty good defensive position if there's a fucking canyon in the way. I mean, you know, you can only fit so many things to that little narrow road. So he said he was on the roof at one point, so maybe let's check up there first. Since there aren't many women in the CGF, the few among us tend to draw a lot of attention. Deputy Commander Balls and Sergeant Major Seeker are both extremely beautiful, so it's even more problematic for them. Someday there's going to be a headline that reads, "Interview with the beautiful guardsman in the CGF." One of my friends, Burrell, is stationed over at Bellguard Gate. I wish I was there too. I'm always nervous that our commander isn't going to be here for when the worst comes to the worst. So let's water up. Ooh. Any sparkles around here? See any? I don't see any sparkles. Well, I guess we'll start in order. The first things first, he gave it to a guardsman. See if we can find that guardsman. Or said something. What was the line about? Something about gave something to a guardsman or talked to a guardsman after he parked the car. That's how we searched the area for the key, but I assume the CGF would have found it if it was actually here. That's a good point. It'd be a waste of time to search the area again. Besides, since the car has those bulky Vulcan cannons on top, you can't exactly remove the tarp to take a closer look. Damn, I kinda want to see this baby in all its glory. Randy, have you ridden in an armored car like this before? I'm curious as to whether the suspension has been improved from earlier models. What? Yep, and I'm wondering about the same thing. Why is Tio ridden in an armored car? If they got permission to use them, I'm sure they'd feel super nice for patrols and stuff like that. Noel would die of happiness, eh? I think you might be right. Let's look at visitors from the Empire. Let's go check it out. Fancy. Whoa, a limo. The Erebonians must... I was reading that. It appears to be a Renfrew Company limousine. Who owns this? It's too fast. Wait a second. Oh, if it isn't the fine ladies and gentlemen of the Special Support Section. What? Oh, it's you. Good day, everyone. I trust the crossbows have been treating you well? Uncle Dater? It's been a while, sir. It has indeed. You'll have to forgive me. Did my arrival get in the way of your duties? Not at all. As always, you can't help but feel energized without aura of his. Are you returning from a business trip by any chance, sir? That's right, negotiations in the Empire. Now, if you don't mind me asking, what exactly is that giant thing sitting behind you? You know, nothing. I guess it's hard to not notice. It's kind of a long story. I see. Allow me to make an educated guess then. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it must be one of the CGF's new armored cars or something like that, right? How did you... Did I catch you off guard? This is a simple explanation, I assure you. You see, at the party I attended yesterday, I ran into the CGF commander. He and his drunkenness mentioned something about that very card of one of his subordinates, I believe. I've sat with him at multiple parties now, and I really do think he should work on that drinking problem of his. That answers that. You must have left for the Empire directly after the party, correct? And if that's the case, you might have the clue we're looking for. What exactly do you mean? Allow me to explain. The SSS informed Dater of the situation and their support request. I think I'm starting to understand. No wonder the CGF left a weapon like this in the middle of the pedestrian view. However, I'm afraid it won't be much help to you at all. Like I said earlier, I had negotiations in the Empire today and I had to leave the party early in order to make it on time. In other words, by the time the commander made it back to Bellguard Gate, I was already long gone. Jeez, what a bummer. Guess all we can do is stick to retracing his steps. This may be presumptuous of me to ask, but can I give you a piece of advice I was given by Belle a long time ago? Maribel gave you advice? Again, it was many, many years ago, but I had the habit of losing things. I would carry random things around, and no matter the item, I always forget where I put them. Really? I would have never have guessed that, judging by how you act now. I think it was because of my youth, but I'll take the compliment. Anyway, every time I would lose something, Belle would always be there to find it for me. And each time she would let out a great big sigh and tell me this: Father, how many times do I need to tell you, when you lose something you have to look where you'd least expect it to be? Search the unexpected places? Well, I suppose that makes sense. In short, Belle was trying to tell me to change my perspective. Now, I'm not sure how much further use I have to... Is it fucking in... Are the keys still in the ignition? No, sir. We appreciate the advice. Thank you very much. I'm happy to have helped. Oh dear, I seem to have gotten carried away with our conversation. I think the car might be a bit of a nuisance sitting in the middle of the gate like this. If you'll excuse me. Have a safe drive home, sir. Thank you, sir. Until we meet again. Never changes, that guy. You know, he gave us some pretty valuable advice. Change our perspective, huh? That's definitely something we forgot to think about. It might be a key to finding this, key. Now then, let's keep retracing the commander's steps and see where that takes us. I believe Warrant Officer Muriel told us that after the commander parked the car, he went into the mess hall. Let's take our investigation there. Alrighty. I'm on to you, Mr. Key. Yo, Stella, keeping yourself busy? Oh, Randy, funny seeing you here. Were you wanting to order something? Not exactly. We're searching for the armored car's key as per Warrant Officer Muriel's request. Oh, so you guys are the ones who got stuck with that. The warrant officer already asked me to look around. I combed over the mess hall high and low, but it's nowhere to be found. I suppose we can mark the mess hall off our list then. We're in the process of retracing the commander's steps. Do you mind recounting what you, witnessed last night? Sure, I don't mind. First day of the anniversary festival was incredibly hectic here. While I was catching my breath, the commander stormed in here utterly wasted. All of a sudden, he yelled at me to cook up something that would sober him up, and my break was cut short. And it was right after I finished taking inventory for the night. He must act like he owns the place. Yeah, he loves to show people who's boss. Deputy Commander Sonia is quite different in that regard. Excuse me, would you know if he had the key on him while he was eating his meal? Beats me. I only heard about it being lost when I woke up this morning, so I'm afraid I wasn't really paying attention. Is that so? There's no way of knowing whether he had the key here or not. What's everyone doing gathered around the mess hall? Hello? Good timing, Beyond. These people are helping the CGF recover that key or whatever. Nice to meet you. We're the special support section. People from the rumors? Well, good morning. Hey, Beyond. Still the same military buff as always? Afraid so. It's been a while, Randy. So, Beyond, did you end up finding the key? You know, the one the warrant officer told us about? After giving us a quick search, I can safely say that it isn't in the inn. Also, it doesn't seem like the commander went to the inn in the first place. Given that you sound uncertain, is it safe to assume you weren't there yourself? Well, I just finished cleaning up and went to take a break on the roof when the commander arrived. Hold on. Did you remember something? Yeah, while I was leaving the roof, I passed him on the way down, and if I'm not wrong, I remember him spinning around something that looked like a keychain. Maybe that's where your key was. Then that means it's extremely likely the commander had the key when he was on the roof after leaving the mess hall. It bothers me he would act so nonchalant with something so important. I certainly agree, but at least we discovered a valuable testimony. You guys got a pretty good memory there, Beyond. Must be nice. You think so? Isn't that so convenient, Beyond? Tell me, does that mean my entire search of the mess hall was a waste of time? Sorry about that. Well, I think it's about time for me to head back to work. See you later, Stella. Don't make eye contact. Don't make eye contact. Coward. Hey, thanks to him, we bagged ourselves a good lead. Couldn't have done it without you, Stella. Randy's right. Even though you only knew it wasn't in the mess hall, that narrowed down the list of potential hiding places by a lot. You're welcome. I actually had no idea how important that key was. You have to find the key for the sake of the Crossbow Guardian Force and for Warrant Officer Muriel. We'll do our best, I promise. Now, is our next destination the roof? Alright, to the roof we go. Dude, my voice is dying here. We're 2 videos into the recording session. I'm already like, I gotta take a break, dude. To the roof we go. Water up. Well, we made it to the roof. According to Warrant Officer Muriel, the CGF commander sung his heart out up here. I imagine it took a while to climb the stairs while he was under the influence. Yes, but our biggest issue is that he doesn't remember where exactly he misplaced the key. If he were to lose it anywhere, this would be the place. Let's try searching for a while and see where that takes us. What's this? The lid of a juice can? Yeah, we can just throw this away. Is that wire? Just where in the world could this key be? Just comb the outskirts. Is that a tunnel leading into Erebonia? That's right. More specifically, that tunnel and the fortified mountain base up ahead both comprise Guerrilla Fortress. As the Empire's easternmost stronghold, it is used to keep Calvert in check. Seeing it this close, I cannot help but feel incredibly intimidated by the Empire. Can't believe you're feeling that way, Teotot. After all, the mountain's hiding two of the Empire's scariest weapons, the railway guns. Railway guns? I feel like I've heard that somewhere before. I'm sure you have. They're the pride and joy of the Imperial Army. They're ultimate weapons of mass destruction. Heard those bad boys fire 80 reg shells. They were invented as a strategic safety measure by the Renford Company. 2 years ago, tensions between the Empire and the Republic had finally reached its breaking point. While both countries began to conduct large-scale military exercises, the wall over there opened, revealing two enormous railway guns. Weapons which have the capacity to hit Crossbell City if Erebonia were to unleash them. Tragedy would be unavoidable. Crossbell Times never once mentioned these while I was living in Calvert. Never knew the current situation was this unstable. Well, as you can see, they've got their trump card stored away right there. We might owe the Liberian Queen's non-aggression pact thanks for that. Definitely, I've always heard that she was an admirable person, but I have a newfound respect for her now. Looks like we got sidetracked. We should continue our search for the key. Wait. What's with that shining light? It was just a tin mirror coin. The commander probably dropped it. Finding it is proving difficult. Well, at the very least, you know for a fact the commander was up here. Acting under the assumption that he dropped the key on the roof may not be the correct decision. If that were the case, the guardsmen would have found it immediately, yeah. Consider what Mr. Crow's told us earlier. We might need to change our perspective on this entire thing. It's only a possibility. What if the key fell into a place we can't normally reach? Let's investigate every nook and cranny of this place one more time. Whoops. Huh? Lloyd? What's the matter? I see it! What? How? How in the hell did it end up in a place like that? Given its true location, I'm not surprised they were unable to find the key no matter how much they scoured the gate. For now, let's let the warrant officer know. We may need to borrow a ladder or something in order to grab it. Let's go find her. Man, that's a lot of work for 1500 Mira. I think you were looking for this? Randy handed the key to the armored core over to Muriel and explained how they found it. It seriously ends up in a place like that? I never would have found it then. What probably happened is that your commander dropped it while he was singing on the roof. That aside, I'm just relieved that you were able to find it. Thanks to this, we can finally move it somewhere less conspicuous to travelers. I'm in your debt, Randy. Don't worry about it. But if you really want to make things even, how about going on a date with me? It'd be a good time. I don't know what I was expecting. Idiots never change, do they? Well, thank you for everything and all. You're welcome, Muriel. If you ever need anything from us, all you have to do is submit a support request. I'll keep that in mind. Now, if you'll excuse me. Rejected. Case closed, eh? I suppose so. I wasn't sure we'd find the key for a second there. If a stranger picked it up, I don't know what they would have done, or we would have done. Considering where it was dropped, I'd say we got lucky. I'm inclined to agree. Incidents like this could be avoided if the commander was a bit more observant. He's always been an incompetent jackass, even when I was stationed here. If we didn't find that key, Muriel would have probably just taken the heat for losing it. That man is hopeless. You're telling me. Still, at least you know that there are people like the deputy commander and the warrant officer doing honest work in the CGF. I'd like to think that most of the guardsmen are following suit despite everything. Good point, Lloyd. Well, time to head out? Yeah, let's go. Oh my god, it's 45 minutes. We're gonna stop here. Did a lot of very important stuff. Read some dialogue. Almost murdered my voice. I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.